Tales from the Crypt, Season 5, Episode 1, Death of Some Salesmen. It's the Tim Curry one. Spoiler alert, it's pretty good. Season 5, we made it. Let's get into it. Would you believe that it starts with the intro? Nothing's changed. Still the same intro. The Crypt Keeper's there. It's like a home shopping network thing. We see like a live action dude hanging by a noose. And then it's booty care products. Well, that's kind of fucked because that sounds like ass cream. But tried one of those, clever Crypt Keeper puns, and it all went to shit. So we get into the story. It's about a salesman, Ed Bagley Jr. He's having sex with a lady. It starts right off with some nudity, and I was just like, oh, man, it seems like there was a lot more nudity in Tales from the Crypt when I rewatched it 20 years ago. I was thinking about that earlier, how long it's actually been since I rewatched it, and getting old, getting really old. But yeah, so he's having sex in this lady, and then he's up at the crack of dawn trying to find a scam. He's going to like his not his obituaries, but the obituaries in the newspaper looking for the recently deceased because he's got this scam. It's like, oh, I got these grave plots, give me money, and then I'll just run off like a thief in the night because that's what he is. The lady who he had sex to, she thinks that she was going to go with him and live this happy life and not have to be a waitress anymore. But he just sold her a bill of goods because he's a salesman. See you later, Toots. So he fucks off, scams some poor widow out of some money. It's like he's trying to get $250 and they play it up like not $250. It's a good amount of money. I'm not talking shit or anything, but they play it like it's so much more money, maybe because of the time the comics were written, but maybe updated a little bit. I don't know. That just came off weird. So he gets his money, fucks off, goes to another house, and it's the old Tim Curry house where Ma, Pa, and Da Da. I'm surprised. The fucking. I guess it would be baby girl. The Southerners, how they call what they terms of affection for each other. But yeah, it's the old Tim Curry house, and in this one, Tim Curry plays the mom, the dad, and the daughter. They're listening to Ed Bagley Jr.'s bullshit, and it turns out they're just all fucking crazy people who kill salesmen, take their shit and their money. And they say, hey, we'll let you live if you marry, or not marry, but if our daughter likes you, maybe we'll let you live. So the daughter comes out, and Ed Bagley Jr. sees her go, oh, Christ, pulls one of those, and he starts selling her all this bullshit. Oh, you're so beautiful. God, I love you, blah, 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 blah. So she pulls a T Rex from Orgasmo and says, you're going to make me come, or I'm going to kick your butt. So they go into her bedroom or some kind of fuck dungeon or some shit. She takes his pants down and says, all right, if you love me, show me you love me, meaning get that cock plump or I'm gonna fucking kill you. So he miraculously does, and she looks at it like, oh, meals deal, starts drooling. And oh, dude, Tim Curry's performance of sitting on and riding a cock is probably the best thing in Tales from the Crypt, period. One of the best fucking things I've ever seen. I forgot how hilarious it is, but goddamn. So, anyways, it turns out the daughter's an old fuck machine from screwing all these salesmen. And it turns out that old Ed Bagley Jr.'s never been banged so great. So we actually he's like, oh yeah, it was great. I can see myself marrying you. Oh, we're in love and all this bullshit. So she's just like, yeah, fuck this. I got a dowry. Let's marry and take it, and then we'll fuck off somewhere. So the next morning, the father attempts to marry him, but he says, oh no, I can't do it. I just can't let my daughter marry a despicable fucking salesman. So she gets pissed, chokes him to death. The mom gets in there. She ends up getting fucking knocked unconscious to death. Oh shit, I should think about what I'm gonna say instead of she got knocked unconscious to death. Anyways, she did at some point. There was a gun that gets fucking scrambled. Old Ed Bagley Jr. picks it up and he goes down into the basement with his fiance to get this dowry. And he does what you think he's gonna do. He says, I'm gonna shoot you and leave you for dead and take the money and leave. But it turns out it was all a big ruse to see if he really loved her or not. And then the family kills him. Tales from the Crypt. And then the crypt keeper comes back. He's like, hey, buy the shop at home knife. And he's cutting vegetables, cuts his fingers off, says something about sucking dick, and it cuts off really quick. Because I guess the episode ran long. So the crypt keeper segment just abruptly stops. But yeah, this is a great episode. Tim Curry's fucking awesome in it. I'm not the biggest Tim Curry fan. Like, I've seen the Penny with the Itch shit when I was a kid, watched it a couple years ago. Legend, never cared to see. Terrific in Home Alone too, though. But yeah, he's good shit. And it's a goddamn shame what the fuck happened and what he's going through. But fucking excellent character actor and just actor in general. I mean, being a mask and effects guy, it's fucking commendable. Like, I have to say, not I have to say, but I feel that I need to let the normal people know that, acting through the normal people. I'm such a fucking dildo. It takes a lot to act through makeup, and he does it excellently, is what I so eloquently tried to tell you people. But yeah, Tim Curry was fucking awesome in it, playing all three roles in that makeup. And, it was shot and edited well to where you didn't really care that they all three weren't really in the same frame or anything. But yeah, it's a fucking iconic episode. Uh, it's so iconic. Like, this is what I remember Tales from the Crypt being, like, full of nudity, gore, creature effects. But maybe because it's just like this might be like the most memorable episode of Tales from the Crypt. So maybe that's why. And so far, going back, there's been a handful of great episodes, some okay ones, but for the most part, it's been like, yeah, that was another one. But this episode is excellent, especially for Tales from the Crypt standards. So hopefully it's just up from here. Head on over to dwnproductions.net, masks, bust, props, custom work. Maybe you want a custom Tim Curry. Hit me up and maybe I will do that for you. Also go to fastcustomshirts.com. hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs, all extremely reasonably priced. And if you need custom shirts, no better place to go to than fastcustomshirts.com. Every Monday I do a podcast with the proprietor, I think is the right word, of fastcustomshirts.com. T-shirt Joe. We don't talk about Tales from the Crypt because that's what we're doing here. But we do talk about the movies we watched that weekend, have a couple beers while we're doing it. So if that's something you're interested in, if that's something you are interested in, come back and check that out. Or don't. It's your life. Hey, boy, God.